right here is the big moment where we're cutting his hair all the way off. He did not want to do this. His mom made him do it. She requested me to do it, so we had to. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Josh, back with another video. And in this video we have a client that's been on my channel before, but this time he's back and better than ever. His mom has decided to let him grow his hair back, and look, even if you recognize, he has some diamond earrings now, so a lot has changed. But in this video we're going to be keeping the top and giving him a nice fade. So right here we're just going to start by picking his hair out on the sides, and we're going to be brushing it down to get his hair to lay down into place before we do anything. So our first step in this fade is going to be creating our bald line using my gold Babyliss FX trimmers, setting in my bald line. We're going to kind of keep the back kind of darker, so we're going to drop it down in the back a little bit, and we're just going to make this line consistent all the way around, making sure it's symmetrical on both sides. So right here I come back and hit the bottom of the line to soften the line up, so when we create our next guideline, it won't be as hard to take this guideline out. So our next guideline is going to be with my cordless magic clips with the lever all the way open. I'm going up about a ½ an inch, making sure that our guideline width is the same all the way around, and we're going to be following the same shape as our previous guideline. So we're going to be keeping it parallel so it flows the exact same way. Every dip is going to be the same dip with this guideline. So right here I'm going in with the lever halfway closed just to take out that guideline. So remember, whenever you create your bald line and then you go up with the lever all the way open, to take out that guideline you have to close the lever halfway and start up under the line and flick up to the line just to blend it out. To create our next guideline in this fade, I'm going to go in with the #1 guard with the lever all the way closed. On this guideline, you can go in with the lever all the way open if you wanted to start it off, and then drop down to the #1 guard closed. But in this situation, I wanted to go in with the #1 guard all the way closed. Going up about another ½ an inch, setting in my next guideline. And the reason why I say that you could go in with your #1 guard with the lever all the way open, it's just to keep the fade darker, like on the sides, giving it like a lower look, you know what I mean? Right after setting in the #1 guard with the lever all the way closed, I come back with the half guard, doing exactly what I did with the previous guideline, basically cutting it in half, starting up under the line and flicking up to the line just to blend it out. And if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you guys don't miss out when I drop new videos. So right here I'm going to go in with my #2 guard. Right here we're going to start my fading down process. The #2 guard is going to be the biggest guard that I use in this fade. So right here we're just going to go up and kind of scoop out towards the top. This is going to be the #2 guard, and really right here I'm just removing bulk, getting ready to blend the sides with the top. Right after going in with my #2 guard, I come back with my 1½ guard with the lever all the way open. And as I drop down in guards, I don't go up as high, because we're making a fade still, but we're going the opposite way. So as we drop down lower, we're chopping the hair up from longer to shorter, and it creates the same illusion as far as going from shorter to longer. But this is right here on the fade down process, you preserve more hair, and I feel like I got more control over when I'm cutting when I'm fading down, so I don't go up too high. But right here I close the lever all the way. I started with the lever all the way open, and right here I just dropped down to the #1½ with the lever all the way closed, and then we're going to come back with the #1 guard. This time, using the #1 guard, we have the lever all the way open. If you guys remember, when we used the #1 guard the first time, it was closed, but since we stopped at a 1½ and then we stopped at a 1 guard closed, the only thing left is to come back with the 1 guard with the lever all the way open, and it's just going to blend those two guidelines right into each other. So right after I'm fading with my guards, I pick up my comb and I do clipper over comb for the rest of the fading, as far as attaching the side of the fade into the bulk of the hair. When I'm doing clipper over comb and I go up and I pull out at an angle, I don't want to get majority of the hair. I just want to get those small loose hairs that's sticking out, that's making my fade not look as seamless as it can be. And that's how you're going to get your fade to connect better on the sides if you have a problem connecting that area. And when you're doing clipper over comb, you don't want to go deep into the hair. So when you're using your comb, make sure you're kind of cutting just at the edge and you're pulling out the hair as much as you can, stretching it out. As you guys can see, I'm still doing clipper over comb. Right here, I'm just trying to comb the hair out to see if there's any hairs that's out of place that I need to cut. You want to make sure you comb the hair out when you're doing clipper over comb. It's super important because you want to make sure the hair is stretched out all the way. Because if you cut too much and once you comb the hair back down, it's going to leave like a big patch in it. So right here we're going to prep for the lineup. I'm going to go over the edge of the hairline at the front with the number 1.5 guard on with the lever all the way open, and I'm just hitting the edge. You don't want to go in real deep because you're going to separate the hairline from the fro. You want to keep it like it's a full fro, but it kind of is like a graduation, you know, from shorter to longer from the front to the top of the fro in the front. So right here we're going to be applying some holding spray to get the hairline to lock in and get it to lay down. So when I go in and do my lineup, it's going to be super crispy. And for my lineup, we're going to be using my Babyliss Gold effects trimmers, as you guys seen earlier in the video. I'm going to be doing this hairline all natural, no enhancements, and it's going to come out super crispy, as you guys can see. I'm going to sit back and let you guys watch this lineup bring this haircut to life. I want to hop in here and shout out my little man though. His name on Instagram is Kel from 54th, KELFRM 54TH, Kel from 54th. Go follow him on Instagram, man. Like I said, his mom finally let him grow his hair back out. How was you guys feeling when y'all moms first let y'all hair grow out? As y'all can see, I got my guy right, but we're not finished yet. Right here, I'm using my curl sponge, giving this cut a little bit more texture. That curl sponge brings haircuts to life, I'm telling you. Like, if I was to pick his hair out and show you guys what it looked without, you know, the nappy look, it's gonna look weak. You know what I'm saying? That curl sponge just adds another pop to the haircut. YouTube, this is the before. If you guys watched the video up until this point, I really appreciate you guys and the support. You watched me change his haircut from this to this. Let me know what you guys think about this haircut in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up on this video. It helps my channel out a lot, believe it or not. Also, follow me on Instagram at JoshXBarber, like you guys see on the top of this video. It's your boy Josh, and I'm out.